get ready with me on Valentine's Day. My eye is watering. Oh, right, now just to let you know what I've already put on. So I've put on my Flawless filter. I have put on my La Prairie foundation and concealer. But my eyes are really watering. Anyway, and I've also put on Love is a Drug blush and the new Natasha, no, not the Natasha one, sorry, the Pat McGrath highlighter and Love Trap lip liner. And I'm going to explain why I don't do red lipstick on Valentine's Day in a minute, if anybody joins me. And I'm just going to put some rose gold on Rose Gold Eyes to Mesmerise as a base. And I'm going to use a mixture of last year's and this year's Natasha Denona Love Palettes. So last year, you know, it was her full size one, and this year it's the mini one. So I thought I'd do a little live get ready with me look using both of those palettes. And hopefully you're all busy. I say that not because I don't want you to join me, but I hope you've all got some lovely things planned for the day. And if you have, then that's fine, of course, and you'll see me on playback. So that's rose gold. And then I'm going to put on, so I've got these two palettes of Natasha Denona. I have got, what's going on here? I've got a tan until there and then it stops. And that wasn't foundation. Very weird. I told you I've got an Indian head and an English body. Right, this is my, hang on. This is my Natasha Denona Love Palette from last year. And then this is the one from this year. As you know, the mini one. So I'm going to do a mixture. I'm going to do a mixture of the two. Because I like some of the mattes in this last year's one. And I haven't used it. Hello there, Claire. Hello, happy Valentine's Day. And to you. And to all my single friends, I'm sorry if you're sick of Valentine's Day. I used to hate Valentine's Day when I was single. And I can assure you that you're not missing out on a lot. I know it sounds awful. I did get something rather funny. I got a card through the door. And apparently the card is from Postman Pat, who used to deliver post in my previous flat in London. He got in a car and came all the way here. I'm just using this intense pink. You're working a late shift, so I'll be spending it with my work wife. Good for you. You see what I mean? So I think the important thing is that we all just love one another. And of course Jack got a Valentine's Day gift. And I got one from Postman Pat. So that is this intense pink. And I'm going to build that up a little bit in the corner with this one that's called Soul. Now, I'll explain to you, Claire, why I don't wear bright red lipstick on Valentine's Day. Very practical reason. If I wear a very intense red lip, he doesn't come anywhere near me because he doesn't want it to come off. So if I put a nice natural glossy lip on, I get kisses. If I wear if I wear a bright red lip, I don't get kisses. So that's why I don't wear bright red lipstick on Valentine's Day. I wear something that looks subtle and come to me, but I'm not going to come off on your lips. Now I'm going to go, oh look, there's one called Valentine here, and I'm going to use that as a transition to kind of blend it out the top. I wouldn't kiss me with bright red lips. See, it's a bit of a myth, isn't it? That bright red lips are kissable, because they're not, because men look at them and they think very differently to us in a very practical sense and think, not going near that. Right, I'm going to put this little highlighter shade called Transparent. I haven't used the mini one yet, but I will. I'm going to use the mini palette on my lids. Charlie says hi, Ali. Hello, Charlie. Good morning there, Stacey. Hello, Helena. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm just using a mix of last year's Love Palette by Natasha Denona and this year's Love Palette. So I'm going to put which one shall I put on? Yes, this one. This one at the end, I'm just going to dot over that Rose Gold by Charlotte Tilbury. Nice pinky rose gold. Hello, Karma. Karma Shots. Hello. Who else have I got to say hello to? Have I missed anyone? You're new, I know you are. Welcome, Karma Shots. Welcome. Welcome to the Ali Pallies. And I'm just going to put some of that purpley shade in, because I'm wearing purple. So it's going to be a pinky purple. I just texted my sister. You're doing it with the ND Love collection too. So I'm doing it with this year's and last year's. And I did put a bit of Eyes to Mesmerise. I've just texted my sister and said, please don't ring me. I'm doing a live. So the only person that's likely to ring me, or could ring me, is Dad's home. But we've said we're going to call back later. So Stacey, are you wearing red lipstick today? Or are you doing the Ali approach, which is don't wear something that is going to put your other half off from giving you a good smooch? Now, I did remember, because I had a request from someone, and I'm sorry that I've forgotten her name. I think it was Joanne, for the, you're going with Rose Decadence. Oh, nice. Nice. Do you know what I want to do? Is I want to put on a bit of, but it's not here, so I won't. I wanted to put on a bit of the Pat McGrath shadow on the lids. I'm going to put this one on instead. This is a highlighter, just in the centre, to brighten it up a bit on my mobile lid. I don't know what I did with the eye palette. Oh, it's down there, but I think this will do. Yeah, just to brighten it up. So this is the highlighter, the rose gold highlighter. I might actually pop that all over my lid. Yeah. Because that's nice and romantic, and it covers up that rose gold Eyes to Mesmerise beautifully. Oh, I wish my eyes had stopped watering though, because they're starting to look all wrinkly and prunish again because they're watering. Oh. They don't sting now because of that cream. They're definitely a lot better. Now, I'm just wondering about eyeliner. I'll put a little bit on. I'm going to risk it because otherwise it just doesn't look very finished. And I'm going to put this classic black on. And then I'm going to put on the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara because I had a request to use it. You'll use, so you don't mind not being kissed then? Stacey, I was just explaining why I don't wear red lipstick on Valentine's Day. Because if I'm wearing a bold red, as lovely as it looks, my other half won't come near me in case he ends up wearing red lipstick. So I just said if you want a smooch on Valentine's Day, you have to keep it natural. Natural and not transferable. It's true though, men are very practical creatures. They'll say that looks nice, but I'm not coming near you. Red for danger. Mind you, in fairness, I do tend to wear red lipstick when I'm in pain and therefore in a bad mood. So it really is red for danger when I wear red lipstick. Right, Dark Star. Hopefully this won't exacerbate that watery eye even more. I might take an antihistamine today and try that. They have been quite well behaved recently, but every now and again they flare up again. Right. Dark Star Mascara for the lady that asked me what I thought of it, and I admitted that I hadn't used it. I'd forgotten about it. And I seem to remember thinking it was okay on the first swipe, nothing special. But when I do a second coat, that's when it comes into its own. So let's see. I know, it does, doesn't it, Karma? I'll tell you why it's not. It definitely exacerbates me. Putting makeup on definitely exacerbates it. But my eyes were streaming all yesterday and I didn't put any makeup on. So it's not makeup. It doesn't help, but it's not. I've got dry eye syndrome as a result of medication. There's certain makeup that I try and avoid if I'm having a bad time with it. But I know, I can understand why you think it's makeup, and I did for a long time. But then when I go for days and days without makeup, it still happens. Doesn't make any difference. And if someone said to me, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't ever wear makeup again, I don't know what I'd do. Because I love it. Yeah, you see what I mean? When you go to put the second coat on, that's when this mascara starts to take on something else. That was one coat, that's two. You see, it just needs that second coat to start pushing up the lashes and giving it a bit of volume. But it is very volumizing. I still prefer, I think the thing is with mascaras is different people want different things out of mascaras, one. And secondly, different people have got different needs from a mascara. And so I can put up a video and say, wow, I love this mascara. And then someone else will say, I hate it. And like, so I've got quite long lashes, believe it or not, but they're straight. So what I need from a mascara is something that curls them up. Whereas other people might have quite short lashes, but they're already curled. So they want something that's a bit more volumizing. And I do think of all the makeup items, I think mascara is one of the most personal things. I'm really loving the Victoria Beckham one, but it won't give you the volume that this gives you. But I like it because it's got no waxes in it, so it doesn't irritate my eyes. And it's really easy to take off at night without irritating your eyes, because it's a tubing mascara. And it gives you lift. This is great for volume. Can you see? Really great for volume, but it's not as good for lengthening or curling up. But if you want nice thick black lashes, then I would say this is the one that you'd like. I saw Stacey saying, wow. I take it you like that mascara then, Stacey. So I put Love is a Drug blush on, and then I put some of the Pat McGrath Rose Gold highlighter on. I haven't got any bronzer on yet. Doesn't come off messy and uncomfortable at times. I hate mascaras. For 2 days I look like a zombie. Right, well, if it's uncomfortable and messy, and you like something that's not uncomfortable and not messy, then I would say definitely go for the Victoria Beckham one, because this one is amazing. It doesn't feel prickly at all, and when you go to take it off, this is a new one, it's called, I really like this, and it doesn't irritate my eyes. It's called Future Lash. As soon as you go to wash it off, as soon as it hits warm water, it starts to dissolve it, and your lashes just stay really soft. And I was a bit worried when I read that water was going to just dissolve it, because I thought with my eyes running, that means it's going to run down my face. But it doesn't react with my tears, but it does react with warm water, and it just washes off really easily and really quickly. So I would say for you, then you're going to like this one, Karma. And you, Claire, you like the PM Dark Star and the CT New one. I like the CT New one because it is very, very lifting. It's very curling. But it has got the waxes, the carnauba wax and stuff in it. So it's one that I like to avoid if I've got a kind of really sensitive day. And I probably shouldn't put this on today, but I did promise that I was going to show you what this one looked like on my next video. But yeah, I would, this one definitely, you won't find any bits and pieces. Basically, if you just do that, it's a tubing mascara. So when you go to wash your face with warm water, it will just they will just dissolve, and you just do that, and they come off in tubes on your fingers, and it just doesn't prickle at all. Really easy to get off. And you can see how much my eye's watering. It doesn't run because my eye's watering, but the warm water activates it. Because that's what I was afraid of, thinking if my eyes water like this and it comes off with just water, does that mean it's just going to constantly come off throughout the day? But it doesn't. Now, I put on My teeth are in a terrible state at the moment. Don't look at my teeth. A fill-in went during lockdown, and obviously I don't want to go and get my teeth done. It's not absolutely essential, but I'm a bit self-conscious of my teeth at the moment. I put on here Love Trap, right, which is Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, and I'm going to put over the top Everlasting Kiss. This is one of my favourite Superstar, well, it is my favourite Superstar lips, because again it's very similar to what my lip colour would be if I left it alone but just evened out the colour. I'll show you what I mean. And normally I put this on top of Super Size Me, but I just thought today I'll try it with Love Trap instead. Now you see, that just looks like I've got a bit of lip balm on, so I won't miss out on that. So that is the look today. I might put on a bit of, dare I? What I really want to put on with this, I'm not sure whether I dare, but I'm going to dare, because I can just take it all off again if I have to, is, and this is freshly sharpened, which is good, is my eye cheat, because it's just eye brightening. It's probably not a great idea to do today, but I shall do it anyway, and if it starts to irritate, I'll just take it all off. And there you are. So that is my kind of Valentine's Day look, but I wanted to say to you all as well, for any of you single girls out there, be nice to yourself and love yourself on Valentine's Day. You're wearing earrings, dear, and wear earrings, dear, and some necklace. Yes, I should, shouldn't I? I should accessorise. I will do that for the final shot. I will get some earrings and some necklace and frame it all off. So that's it. Yes, so what was I saying? Just be nice to yourself. I'll tell you a little funny story. I'm going to finish off. You know I like to tell my little stories. I'm going to tell you a funny story that you may have heard a long time ago. But, hello Maria. I'm just about to finish off, but I'm telling you one of my stories, my long-winded stories, to cheer people up, especially if you are single on Valentine's Day. So I was single for many, many years. Too many years, and I want to admit. Before I met Mick, and on one particular Valentine's Day, don't worry, I just popped up just on the spur of the moment, Maria, so please stay tuned for a minute. I was single, Valentine's Day, I was in pain and I was feeling sorry for myself, so I decided I was going to venture out to Waitrose, and I was going to treat myself to some flowers and chocolates and a bottle of wine. And why not? So I thought, I went into Waitrose feeling sorry for myself. I picked up my bunch of flowers. Oh, that's awful, Karma. I'm so sorry. It's horrible. And today of all days, oh, bless her. Well, you can tell her this story. So I picked up the flowers. Thought, I've got no Valentine. I'm going to buy them for myself. Picked up the flowers, picked up the chocolates, and went to the wine section, right, to get myself a bottle of wine. Now, this was in the day before I was on a mobility scooter. But I did have difficulty walking with balance and everything else. And Maria will know about this. We call it dead legging. When you're in a lot of pain, I do what's called dead legging, which basically means that you just become very clumsy. And actually people can think that you look drunk because of the way that you're walking, and you're not drunk, it's just that you can't balance. And actually it's funny because when I am in the past, I don't drink anymore, but in the past when I've been drunk, I actually walk straighter than when I'm not. So it's really weird because I think your muscles relax and you just walk straighter. Right, so I walked up to this wine section and I was dead legging and I tripped over my own foot and I went hurtling towards this display of wine bottles, right? Completely hurtling towards it. Now, for some reason which I could never fully understand, somebody was watching over me up there. Not one single bottle of wine crashed to the floor, including, oh no, I didn't have the wine in my basket. I just had the flowers and the chocolates, right? But I went smashing towards the floor and I was very, very embarrassed. So there I am, laying over the floor with the basket with my flowers and chocolates in it. And they all come rushing up. Are you all right? Are you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, please leave me alone. I'm so embarrassed, right? I'm so embarrassed. And this is awful. This is awful. And, are you all right? And I went, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. And I put my hand up to my head. And I pulled my hands away. And there was blood on my hands. Because I'd actually hurtled head first into this wine display. And because I was so shocked, I hadn't felt that I'd hit my head. And they went, oh my God, look, her head's bleeding, her head's bleeding, her head's bleeding. Call an ambulance, call an ambulance. And I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Anyway, so the paramedic came out. And then, of course, Maria again will know this. The paramedic's examining my legs, trying to work out whether or not I've broken them. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Trying to work out whether I've broken them, and my legs are quite deformed and my feet are quite deformed because of my spina bifida. And so he was saying, do your feet normally look like that, or is that unusual for you? And I was like, no, they normally look like that. I haven't broken anything. Right, honestly, I'm fine. Right, did you black out? Did you because of the head injury? Do you feel faint? No, honestly, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. And then the absolute icing on the cake. Can I ring your partner for you? And that's why I'm in there, because it's Valentine's Day and I don't have a partner. And there was nobody to ring to come and get me. Right? Nobody to ring to come and get me at all. And then I said, oh, I've got a friend that works around the corner. They called him. He wasn't answering the phone. And look, honestly, I'm fine. If you just help me get up off the floor, I'm absolutely fine. So I got up off the floor and I left the basket there. I couldn't wait to get out of Waitrose. The flowers, the chocolates, the wine, none of it. I just went straight home. I went straight to bed. So there you go. That was one of my disastrous Valentine's Day. So all I'm going to say to you is, if you're single today and you manage to get through the day without hurtling towards a display cabinet of wine in Waitrose, then you're doing a lot better than me. And I hope you have a lovely, happy Valentine's Day. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Mwah!